Hi everyone, just thought I'd come and show you some things I've been making, just a couple of items, and also to say sorry I haven't been around much, but I've had an awful lot of doctor's appointments and just been feeling very sluggish and not very brill. I'm still not fully right, but at least I've now got an appointment the 5th of October to see a general consultant about my dizzy spells and blackouts. So fingers crossed him and his team can find out why I keep dropping to the floor and stuff like that, but touch wood, I haven't done that for a few days, but I'm still really drained and stuff, and having a bit of a low immune system. I think if there's anything about, I'm just picking it up. So I've been bit low, but I have been but I have been doing some crochet and stuff like that. At the moment I'm working on a blanket, and that's just double crochet, but I'll show you that in another video because at the moment it's just looking a little bit dull. But I've done these little purses, and I've used the yarn that, I don't know if, sorry, my hair's doing my head in literally, because I just need to get to the hairdressers, and I did have an appointment, and then it just I just wasn't well enough to go, and my sofa broke, so it was just an absolute nightmare. But the sofa's fixed now, so that's something. So yeah, I've made these little purses using the yarn, it's the ruffle yarn. Yeah, I can't think of the proper term, but you can knit with it and obviously crochet with it, and it gives a scarf that's a ruffle. I think I've shown them before, maybe. I don't think I've got any to show at the moment. No, haven't. They've all sold, or I've got a couple for myself. So yeah, this little clutch purse, well, not clutch purse, and then I've trying not to get too close, lined it with some fabric that I showed in a video a while back. So I've done 2 of those. One's a little bit bigger than the other, so I hope to sell them. And then some of the stuff I've got in here, I think I've shown you before, but Mum and I did our tabletop sale. We did okay, but it was a bit of a disaster because the company that was running it didn't advertise it very well. Sorry, I'm going to fidget because I can't get myself comfy. Didn't advertise it very well, but we did do a bit for charity, so that's something, and handed out some cards with my like email on, so if people want to order something direct then they can. I have actually given up my Etsy shop because I just was not getting anywhere with it, and I thought to keep making stuff for that and to sell elsewhere, it was just all too much with me, especially with how I'm feeling. I might open it up again, but I doubt it very much. I think if I am going to sell anything on line, then I'll do it direct with my emails or on eBay, because I prefer how eBay works well for me personally. So some of these things, like I said before, you've seen, so some of them you haven't. So that was the bag, but I just wanted to show you it all, just because I know I've got a couple of new subscribers. So yeah, one of those bags with that chunky cotton yarn. Oh, and also about my channel, I'm not going to just do it just for crochet or paper crafting. I'm going to do a mix of different things, so like Lexi in it and Holly, my reborn. I will just say now, and I will repeat it in videos, I know she's just a doll, but there's some reasons why I've got to do with like a best friend passing and stuff. I do buy her clothes and things like that, so there will be videos with sort of reborn stuff, but I do know that she's a doll, but she's just very special to me for reasons I'm never going to go into, so tough. Right, so I've done another one of these. I know I haven't shown you this because I only finished it off this week. Another one of those hots, wish it was hot, with the little bobbles in it. This one's quite big because I've probably said before I've got a really small heads, so it's one of those, but they're nice because they do come down and cover your ears. So if this one doesn't sell, I'm going to have it for myself, even though it's a little bit big on me. It'd be nice and cosy. These I know I've shown lots of times as well, but I really like this pattern. I got it off, I can't think, got it off Pinterest, but the person whose pattern it is quite kind and will let you sell it. So it's like a half twist in it, so I've done a pinky one of that. That's just like some yarn that used to be my grandma's. I don't think I've shown you this, but it's one of those lacy shawls. It's in a book I showed a while back. Totally Hooked on Crochet, I think it's from. So, and I didn't go as long as it said. I'm trying to hold it up and not give myself arm ache. This was done in some yarn that my mum just couldn't get on with, and I think it was a King Cole one, which is no longer done because she had it years ago. So that's all blues and whites. So I did that. Oops. And then this is a little hat set that my mum actually did, but bless her, she's put it in my pile to sell, because when we do our selling, we split the money between two charities. So I do for Wessex Heartbeat, and my mum does for victims of Belarus. Obviously we do have a little bit for ourselves just to cover the cost of the table and things like that. So yes, sorry, it's a great big bag full, so I will try and get through it as quick as I possibly can. This was done with Stylecraft Weekender yarn, and it's a really nice chunky, but it's not too itchy because I'm really quite funny with things like this. So this one you can put round twice and be really snuggly, and this is one of my sort of fave colours. I know I haven't got it on today, I'm looking quite bland today, but I just, like I said, I think where I'm not feeling well, I just don't want to be, and I know you've seen these before, the little coasters with the leftover yarn. Oh yeah, my pot, my floppy pot. That doesn't sound good, floppy pot. So I've done one of those. Another one of these little kiddies hats with the roses on. I know you've seen that. I'm going to probably sound a bit repetitive. My retro scarf, just using the granny stitch and Stylecraft yarn. It's one of my fave yarns to use because it just works up well. Oh, and another one of those. Sorry. I bought 2 balls of this, and I managed to get 2 of those, and I've got a little bit left over. And when I've got enough left over of a certain make of yarn, then I'll do like a granny square blanket. Another scarf, but this one's more like a wrap, so it's in shades of purples. Oh, the little cocoon, which is rather sweet. I think you've seen this one, and this was done with James C. Brett. I can't remember the colour now. Yeah, so I did the full length of the pattern on that one. And I actually really like that pattern because you can vary the length, so you could have it just as a scarf or a little cape and stuff. So I do like it, and it's quite easy to suss out. Little hat, that's the one I said was my mistake one, but it's turned out quite sweet. Another one of those, try and come in a minute, cape scarf ones. This was done with Stylecraft, and it's their newer colour, the sage green. So I am making a little racket. A few little babies or dolls hats. So I've done those. So I'm just fiddling and thinking at the same time. Another James C. Brett yarn with that bobble beanie, which is quite nice. This one's a smaller one because it's even a little bit tight for my head. Oh my god, a bit tight for my head, but it's like a children's one because I just use different hook size to change the sizes. This I was just using up some stasher. It's just like a thin scarf, but when you wrap it around, it's quite, oops, without shaking myself, it's quite sweet. You could even go around more if you want, so you can wrap it around a few times and make yourself cosy. It's a real sunny day today, which is nice for September, and it's not boiling out, but it's warm enough that you wouldn't need a coat really, just like a little jacket or something. And what else have we got? Oh crumbs, there's more in here than I thought. I'm nearly done. Hope I'm not boring. I think I showed you my striper blanket, and this was all done with just odd balls of Stylecraft yarn. So, and it's just done all in half treble for the like middle bit, and then round the side I used double. Sorry, I'm using UK terms. I'll just get the last few bits out and then I won't be rustling for too long, hopefully. Oops. Oh, and then I made some bunting for our stalls. That was my first go at bunting. I'm sure I've shown you these little purses before, just leftover scraps of yarn, so they're quite nice to use as a scrap buster. I'm sure you've seen this bag before, which I've lined and everything, and yet again that's Stylecraft yarn. I sound like an advert for them. Another one of those hats with the flowers, but this is a bigger one. The sun's really reflecting the light on it, so I hope it's going to show up. Another one. I went a bit mad with those because that was like one of the first hats I did, and then this was just my own. Oh no, it's not. This is front and back posting with James C. Brett yarn, and it's come out really nice. So I'm going to have to try another one of those somewhere. I also want to try and do a scarf with the puff stitch. So see how I get on with that, making it up. And last but not least is my little owl bag that I got, but I definitely won't be doing that again because it's a real pain to line. I do try and line all my bags because then I just think it finishes it off nicely. So that's my pile of crochet, and my next store is the 18th of October, so this afternoon I plan to make some brooches, little lightweight brooches or bag brooches, that sort of thing, because obviously I don't do just one craft. I do like my crochet and jewellery and other little bits. So like I said earlier on, my video is going to be a real mix of things, because for one I feel it's my channel and it's stuff that I like doing and it's stuff about me, so why not have a mix. I can't think of anything else I've got to say or anything that's coming up. No, not really, just more doctor's appointments, and really hope I get sorted because I really just can't cope with keep falling on the floor and just feeling so drained, and I'm obviously not at work at the, well, not really fully at work, so it's just a bit of a pain. So bye for now. Hopefully I'll have some better news next week. Bye.